official, Mr. D. Byers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is going to be huge for someone. Someone walks away a champion, and someone what goes back to the drawing board tonight. Who's it going to be?
First, making his way to the ring from Fairbanks, Alaska, weighing in at 210 pounds. He is one half of the worst case scenario, Ethan Case.
That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing when you chase the cream. Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys.
This man right here. Worst case scenario, Ethan Case. Ultra impressive since debuting here in APW. And he didn't fight his way all the way through the tournament, but somehow he's made it here.
And introducing his opponent.
He received a bye into the finals, a bye past Brandon Parker, and tonight, here he is in the finals with every opportunity in the world to be a champion. But across the ring, he's got this man. Let's go up to Jonathan Feltner.
Approaching the ring from Minnesota, weighing in at 252 pounds, he is the real deal, Chris Steele.
We will see something historic tonight. Somebody's going to leave here a champion. Jonathan Feltner, while you were up there goofing off, I was telling the people what a rare opportunity we have tonight. How often do you get to go into a match knowing you're going to see a new North Georgia champion?
It is a very rare thing to say the least, but right now we are guaranteed a brand new APW North Georgia champion at the end of this match. I can't wait to see who it is. It's going to be an awesome night.
Ethan Case, building a reputation all across the country for himself, just taking full advantage of opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and here's another one of those big opportunities, the opportunity to be North Georgia champion.
Well, I mean, Ethan Case got to the finals on a little bit of a, I guess, a technicality. He was given a bye by the commissioner, Kevin Pierce. So, I mean, he had a little bit of an easier road to this match than Chris Steele, but nonetheless, he's here, and it's for the North Georgia title.
You're absolutely right, Jonathan Feltner, and they've brought this pretty gold belt over here by us.
Yes, it is. It's the North Georgia Championship. One of these two men will leave APW's 7th year show as the new North Georgia champion.
Well, we've talked about what all this means, but let's talk about the two men in the ring. You're talking Ethan Case, multi-year veteran of the sport, done things that Chris Steele hasn't had time to think about doing. But Chris Steele, young, hungry, and very, very strong, very, very athletic, and very, very hungry. And tonight, we've got a clash of egos.
He just told me to ring the bell.
Hey, we've already rung the bell. A clash of wills. And tonight, by the end of it, we'll have a clash of champions, because one of these men will have their hand raised and leave here a champion tonight.
And the thing about this match that makes it so important, the North Georgia title always seems to be a huge stepping stone to the APW Southern States title, so it's a very good opportunity for these men to put themselves in a huge championship picture and really make a mark for themselves here in APW.
You're right, and right now what we have is a test of each man. Ethan Case, known for playing mind games with opponents, and when you've got a young guy like Chris Steele across the ring from Ethan Case, you can rest assured that Ethan Case is going to get in his head long before he gets into what's going on. See this? Ethan Case knew not to throw that sucker punch, but now he's got Chris Steele rattled. And Ethan Case is a brilliant, brilliant man.
Well, we've seen earlier in the night kind of experience versus youth as far as APW is concerned. We saw Anthony Henry go against J.C. Walker. Walker was victorious in that match. Kind of the same thing here. Chris Steele just kind of trying to make a name for himself. Ethan Case, the more established of the two, but Chris Steele, you can't count him out. He is definitely a workhorse. He's proven why he deserves to be in this match. I like his chances. Oh, a closed fist punch.
And he is the real deal. I mean, no doubt about it. This man, comes from the WWA 4 training facility in Atlanta, Georgia. He's been wrestling over a year now. And, when you're trying to build a name for yourself, nothing helps better than a big match, big opportunity, big show, APW's 7th anniversary show.
Ethan Case, very superficial, checking his teeth after that vicious punch.
Are they there? The referee should give him a 5-minute break.
There are no timeouts in wrestling, Mr. Vane.
Well, there's no right hands either, but you saw he just punched the guy.
Well, it's professional wrestling. Things happen.
Things happen. How about I punch you? We're not supposed to do that, right? Ethan Case throws him out. The man's not hurt, but he was able to throw him out. This is just insult to injury. Still getting in his head. He could go in for the punishment. Excuse me.
What was that?
He's throwing stuff into the crowd.
Chopped by Chris Steele on Ethan Case.
He needs to worry less about the crowd and more about the ring because Chris Steele is focused tonight.
You don't want to take your eyes off Chris Steele for a second because if he's proven anything, whenever he gets an upper hand, he gets it quick and it's very explosive.
You're right. Oh, and speaking of explosive, you can almost hear the disc exploding in the back of Chris Steele as Ethan Case drove him in the lower lumbar region right across the frame of the ring. Wow. And that is steel, Jonathan Feltner.
Yes, all of it hurts just the same. None is any less forgiving than the other. Rollins Chris Steele back into the ring. Ethan Case just now recovering from that closed fist shot a little bit earlier.
And you notice Ethan Case obeying the rules. Strong forearm there. Much different than the right hand Chris Steele started things out with tonight. Chris Steele all fired up. He needs
monkey flip, sunset flip, whatever you want to call it.
That's a monkey flip, sir.
I had it right the first time then.
But you're watching, he's wasting valuable seconds after every attack. Clotheslines him in the corner, he goes and says something to the people. You got to stay on Ethan Case or you're going to end up embarrassed. Big championship match like this, you don't want to walk away from it kicking yourself for making a bad decision.
You sure don't. Right now is the time. Chris Steele needs to be taking every chance that he can because Ethan Case, the crafty veteran in this scenario, no pun intended on his tag team name, but he will take every opportunity that he can to be victorious, and that's what I was talking about, going to the knee of Chris Steele.
Chris Steele was calling for his finish. The movie calls TOS, terminate on side. And, that's what you call putting your cart before the horse. And he's paying for
it. Ethan Case has a very unique move of his own called the suplex of the night. One of my more favorite finishing moves here in Alternative Pro Wrestling. When he hits that, it's almost academic that it's over with. Right now trying to work on the knee of Chris Steele to kind of try to destroy the vertical base of Chris Steele. He's got Ethan Case beat a few inches in height.
If he's worried about the suplex of the night, he's worried about the wrong thing. He needs to be worried about keeping Chris. Oh, come, give me a break.
He had to get him some water. I mean, it's a little bit hot up there under the lights.
Oh, yeah, a little bit hot. You're a professional athlete. Deal with it. Chris Steele is. And Chris Steele, Ethan Case, very lucky Chris Steele didn't take full advantage of that.
He just threw the water and got it. There you go. A little bit of water.
Go get that fuck. Get that water. Gentlemen, I'd like to apologize. We have some people in the crowd getting out of hand. Apologize if anything was overheard. Little situation out of control.
Oh, vicious elbow into the lower back of Chris Steele.
And now the North Georgia title is slipping further and further away from young Chris Steele.
One of the things about it, though, we are going to have a new North Georgia champion, no doubt about it. These men, neither one of them have had a singles title here in Alternative Pro Wrestling, so it's going to be a history-making night. By the end of this match, a new first-time ever North Georgia champion is going to be crowned, which is a very rare thing in this business to have a first-time ever new champion. It's kind of the same thing.
Very rare to have a night when you're guaranteeing the people a new champion, but we're seeing it right here. And Ethan Case, you know, he brings in a lot of experience, and you know, we all got behind the real deal Chris Steele. We all bought in. We all invested a little bit in this man, and you know, quite frankly, you know, I think we all bit into the hype a little too much. Ethan Case taking him to school right now, showing us why he has built the reputation he has.
Well, he may be taking him to school, but I don't think Ethan Case knows school ended at about 3:30 today, so you never know what's going to happen. I'm not counting Chris Steele out yet. Not counting him out yet.
You don't have to count him out. Jonathan Feltner, Ethan Case is going to take him out. As a matter of fact, I think he's going to quit right now.
Chris Steele trying to fight out. Definitely got Ethan Case beat in upper body strength. Into the ropes goes Chris Steele. Oh! Elbow shot to the lower throat, upper torso area.
Lower throat.
There's an upper throat and a lower throat.
Did he hit him in the throat or not?
Well, see, there's a lower throat where the Adam's apple is, and then the higher throat right below the chin. That's kind of upper and lower, you know.
Jonathan Feltner, Gorilla Monsoon, if you even know who that is, just rolled over in his grave.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
I didn't see it.
Don't talk any more about the human anatomy, at least till the second half.
Okay.
Chris Steele fights his way out and finds himself in a sleeper hold. It's just one thing after another. Ethan Case, just too good.
He's trying to wear down the strength of Chris Steele with all of these just slow pace,
And
trying to
again.
slow down the pace of the match, which you think it would be the other way around. You think that Chris Steele would want to do the more slow, methodical pace, but it's Ethan Case wanting to do that instead to try to take the wind out of Chris Steele's sails.
Taking the wind out of his sails, to say the least. That's been done. At this point, he's trying to dim his lights and put him out.
Yeah.
Leaning that body and squeezing the oxygen out of his brain. I mean, just cutting it off and laying on him. He's making Chris Steele carry him around that ring, and that'll wear you down worse than just about anything else. You wouldn't know that. You've never been in the ring.
Only to announce, never to compete.
But Chris Steele showing that strength and fire. He won't give up. But you got to think he's got very little in the tank at this point. And this is worst case scenario if your name is Chris Steele.
Well, maybe not.
Another sleeper.
Turning the tables on Ethan Case. Now it is Ethan Case that has the sleeper hold applied, and I don't think that he likes where he's at right now, Mr. Vane.
Ethan Case found his way out of it, too. Dug right in the eyes, and the referee. Now, earlier I thought Ethan Case deserved a break when he was punched in the face, and now I think Chris Steele deserves a break. But he may not need one. Look at this.
I don't think this is what Ethan Case had in mind. He's already let Chris Steele get a ball of fire on him. Oh, check that move out.
That was almost the suplex of the night. Couldn't do it.
Oh, a near fall.
Not enough. We almost saw the new champion crowned right there. Ethan Case still alive and letting us know it by kicking out of that pinfall attempt. Chris Steele beats him to his feet.
Sizing up Ethan Case. This could be the beginning of the end for one half of worst case scenario. Oh, Ethan Case fights out of it.
Roll up.
Oh.
Right in the face. This should do it. Chris Steele with a
New
valiant
champion.
effort tonight.
Oh, I thought we had a new champion.
Are you kidding me? He kicked out?
That's the
Oh,
suplex
their
of the night. That's
suplex
got to
of
be
the
all.
night. Suplex
Ethan
of
Case's
the night.
signature move, and oh, he kicked out. He kicked out of the suplex of the night.
Chris Steele has taken all that Ethan Case has to offer. And still, it's not enough.
Ethan Case, the look on his face tells a very compelling story. He cannot believe it. He's used everything in his arsenal, and Chris Steele will not stay down.
And now his frustration getting the better of him. Don't have a temper. We've seen this affect other people. Ethan Case, stay focused, stay on him. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, check out Chris Steele. He's got him up. Oh, TOS. Could that be it? Yes. Yeah.
Chris Steele has walked away.
And the new APW World Heavyweight Champion, the real deal, Chris Steele.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I told you, Vane. I told you when this match started who was going to win. Who's got the title?
I picked him from the beginning.
You whatever.
I picked Chris Steele from
I
the
told
beginning.
you who was going to win this match. Well-deserved victory by Chris Steele.